Hi, everybody. Sorry for the delay. Welcome to Make It Monday with Amy Soes. I'm Jim. And today we do have a project for you. Actually, it's behind me. But before I talk about it, I thought I'd answer a question I quite often get, and I'm sure some of you do too, is like, where do you get your ideas from? And sometimes it could be like a conversation with a coworker or a friend, or maybe you see something. In this case, it's something I saw. I was inspired by this fabric. And when you first look at it, you might not think, well, what would you do with it? Well, when I saw the end of it, it kind of inspired me. And that's what made the plant behind me. So if you thought it was the quilt or the pillow, no, it's actually the plant. I'm going to take you over to the overhead and get a closer look at the fabric. And actually, what I did was once I saw the fabric and I knew that I wanted to use the end of the bolt as my inspiration to make the snake plant, I went to use my computer and my paint program, and everybody has a paint program if you have a computer pretty much, and I drew the shape of the snake plant leaves, and then I saved that as a bitmap and brought it up in my scan and cut program where the canvas works, and I was able to make this a cut file to send it to my scan and cut machine. And as you can see on those pieces below here, what I did was I took the fabric and stabilized it. I used a heavyweight interfacing that was fusible. I opened up the fabric, took my heavyweight fusible, and this is fusible on both sides, and layered it in between, pressed it with a hot iron to fuse the two layers together. Once I took it out, put it on top of my mat, brought my design up. Again, I had my leaf that I used. And I went and had the scan and cut out all the pieces like you see here. And in just a few moments, I had the scan and cut out all the strips for the leaves. And then once I had that done, it was simply taking the leaf and I folded it in half, went to my iron, and I pressed the crease in firmly, like I did here. So once you have the leaf all pressed in place, then I added a staple at the bottom just to hold it while it was being pressed. And a little trick I did also was I had an extra bolt of fabric. So after I went and pressed them, I put them under a bolt of fabric, or if you have a heavy book or something like that, while it's cooling, it'll help to really set the crease because of the interfacing being so stiff, it wants to lay flat again. So pressed it with a hot iron, folded it in half, creased it well, and then went and put a book on it just to weigh it down. After it cooled, took it out, staple right in the bottom, and then opened up the fabric and I folded it back on itself like that. Kind of makes like letter M, a bird, whatever. Just folded it like that. Then took small length of tape. You can use scotch tape, duct tape, whatever you happen to have at home. And I wrapped the base up like that. And that made my leaf. And then once you have all your leaves made, all you have to do is take your pot, put some styrofoam in it, make a little hole, set it in, and you got a plant, which looks very real. And you know how us sewers are, we're very resourceful. One of the things I noticed was that once I was getting all my mats prepped to recut more leaves, I got some waste here, and I really hated to waste that. So what I did was I took them and I cut all the scraps up into little slivers. And you're looking at it thinking like, well, you can't do much with that. But what I did was I went and took a piece of tape and I stuck all these leftover strips on that piece of tape. just like that. And then I rolled it up. Just like that. I got a snake plant. So I kind of got 2 for 1 with our project today. So as you can see, I have a little snake plant. I can put it in a pot, maybe add a macrame hanger to it to display it. And of course, I got my snake plant, which one of the fun things is that there's no wires in it. It's just fabric and heavyweight stabilizer. And so it's another way that you can kind of look at your fabric and think like, what would I possibly do with it? Well, make yourself a plant. And it's one of those ones where it doesn't need watering, doesn't need light, because I wanted something to dress up our studio here, and we don't have a window. So this is one way to do it. So again, if you got any inspirations of fabric to use, why not make a plant? So thanks for watching. Be sure to like it, share it with your friends. If you're looking for some really great fabric, if you're local, be sure to stop in the Amy Bachman Sew and Quilt. We have literally thousands of bolts of fabric that you could choose from. Be sure to go on our website to check out the classes and to sign up so you get advance notice of the different classes we have to offer, because we have a lot of great classes coming up. And if you like my little technique here, you can be sure to check out my classes at the website. And also, if you go to sewingexpo.com, I'm one of the educators for the Original Sewing Quilt Expo. So be sure to sign up for the classes there, because they do sign up fast and fill fast. So you don't want to lose out. And thanks, Carol, for the great idea, comment. And again, be sure to share this with your friends and like it. So hope to see you next time on Makeup Monday, and have a great day. Thanks for coming.